Well, shifting our focus now, Asim Munir is clearly caught between a rock and a hard place. An all-out war with Afghanistan is underway on its western border, even as the US backed Pakistan's right to defend itself against Taliban's attacks. Anti-American sentiments have peaked. Violent clashes have gripped the country after the killing of Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. On Sunday, thousands of people took to the streets in municipal cities of multiple cities of Pakistan, including Karachi, Lahore, Peshawar and Islamabad, to protest against US and Israel. At least 25 people have been killed so far as demonstrators clashed with the police. As per reports, Western diplomatic missions in the country have stepped up security protocols and restricted staff movement. Let's break it down for you. Violence erupted in Karachi when security guards at the US consulate opened fire on protesters who breached the compound's outer wall following news of Khamenei's death. At least 10 protesters were killed and 34 others were wounded amid considerable uproar over alleged high-handedness by the police. The Sindh government has now instituted a high-level inquiry into this incident. However, some locals are not satisfied and they're now demanding an FIR against those who opened fire on the protesters.
An FIR should be lodged against the officials of state institutions for the firing carried out by state thugs and terrorists in Karachi today. This is our most important demand. Additionally, our youth who were arrested today, on March 1st, should be released immediately.
But this is not at all. The situation has worsened in the Skardu city of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, where demonstrators burned down the office of the UN Military Observer Group. They also reportedly set on fire a police station there and damaged a school. At least 13 people were killed in clashes with the police. Authorities have now deployed troops and imposed a 3-day curfew in Gilgit and Skardu. Lahore, which is the capital of Pakistan's province, also witnessed chaotic scenes with protesters setting fire to the entrance of the US consulate. Subsequently, the police fired tear gas at the protesters. Some of the demonstrators vented out their anger at the Pakistani government for nominating Donald Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Donald Trump, whom you nominated for the Nobel Prize, do such people deserve the Nobel Prize? Who killed the most noble and dignified character in the world and attack his residence? If this is the case, then we should express disgust towards such a Nobel Prize.
Protests also raged in PTI-ruled Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, with demonstrators being stopped from heading toward the US consulate in Peshawar. Tear gas and bait-and charge was used against them. Remember, this comes amid Pakistan walking a tightrope on the Iran crisis. To begin with, Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has expressed solidarity with Saudi Arabia and other West Asian countries over Iran's attacks. But remember, at the same time, he's also extended condolences over Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's killing. Although he stressed that the heads of state should not be targeted, Shehbaz Sharif refrained from naming the United States in this matter. The internal unrest has raised some vital questions. Has Donald Trump's unstinted support for Munir and Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif resulted in a loss of face for them back home? Can they potentially juggle the fallout of the Iran war and growing dissatisfaction at home? Islamabad's regional prestige is on the line.